My daughter showed me that my wife was cheating on me, so I told her AP's fiancé what they were up to and started dating her after winning in court. Before my ex-wife destroyed my life with her infidelity, we were so happy together. I never believed a day would come where I would have to share this story. When I first met Mariah, I instantly knew she was the woman I had been looking for. I had been single for almost 2 years and was still getting over the pain of my ex-girlfriend dumping me for another woman. Trust me, this type of pain hits differently. I won't say our marriage was too different from our dating years. The only difference was moving in together and raising a daughter together. The first few months of our marriage were not as blissful as most people described. I had to do many things like cleaning, grocery shopping, doing the dishes, laundry, and even tolerating her annoying mood swings because of her pregnancy. Although I enjoyed being a father and a husband, it was very stressful. Our daughter, Desi, grew up pretty fast, and in the twinkle of an eye, she was 4 already. I don't believe in magic, but it felt like magic because everything happened so fast. I couldn't even remember how she moved from crying all night to picking the color of her nail polish. Meanwhile, Mariah and I still lived happily with each other, and we were both fantastic parents to Desi. As Desi got older, she spent most of her time with Mariah, and I only got to spend time with her on my days off. On one of those days, I took Desi to the park to play with our dog and do whatever she wanted. After playing, she came back to take a pack of juice, and just beside us, 2 couples were kissing. I wasn't even paying attention to the couple, and my eyes were fixed on my phone screen. When Desi started giggling, I had to look up and see what was making her laugh. When I asked her why she was laughing, she whispered that the 2 couples looked like mommy and her boyfriend. This made me curious. I pressed to know what she was talking about, and after explaining everything in her childish way, I knew something was not right. Everything Desi told me insinuated that Mariah had been seeing someone else and they kissed even in Desi's presence. Another thing was the man Desi described was someone I knew. He was also close to my wife and visited our house a lot. I asked Desi multiple times if she was sure what she said, and she said I could even ask her mother myself. To avoid blowing up my discovery, I told Desi not to tell Mariah about our discussion, and she promised not to. Even without getting proof, I changed how I looked at Mariah, and she could tell I acted a bit cold toward her. The thing is, I could not believe that Mariah, who looked so innocent, assured me that she loved me, and never did anything fishy, would cheat on me. It was difficult for me, but I struggled to hold it in and not confront her until I did what I wanted. Days after I found out Mariah was having her affair, I set up a dash cam in Mariah's car and hid it very well. I wanted to be sure of everything Desi told me before taking action, and low-key, I hoped Desi was just making stories up. To my greatest surprise, after Mariah drove out of the house with Desi that weekend, she stopped and picked up her boyfriend, and it was the same man Desi described. He used to be her landlord before we got married and moved in together. Even though I noticed they were close, I thought they were just friends and nothing more. But to my horror, it was more than that. Immediately he got into the car, Mariah leaned in to kiss him, and when they were done, he turned to the back seat to playfully scatter Desi's hair, and they drove off. I was so disappointed that I didn't know what to do next. I felt my whole world crash, and I struggled to believe that Mariah was the person in the car. After my minutes of emotional breakdown, it turned to anger, and an idea popped into my head. Still, when Mariah came home that evening, I didn't confront her or anything. I simply told her I was going for a walk to clear my head. Meanwhile, I was so sad and heartbroken. To avenge her for cheating on me and breaking my heart, I did some research and found the girlfriend of Mariah's boyfriend. She had met me physically several times, and we barely chatted on Facebook. Without holding back, I told her everything I found out and showed her the footage of Mariah and her fiancé. She was heartbroken because she had been dating her boyfriend for 4 years and was engaged for 1 year, yet he cheated on her. She felt so betrayed and broke off the engagement. After she did, I confronted my wife. At first, she denied having an affair with her boyfriend and called me delusional. But after she watched the footage, she was speechless. I was also brilliant and insisted on a paternity test, and the results showed Desi was my biological daughter. She tried to beg me and explain that those were just friendly kisses and nothing more, but she must have thought I was stupid. I told her we were divorcing, and I would take full custody of our daughter or expose her videos to her friends and family if she disagreed. At first, she relented. Although it was hard in court because she was a good mother, because of all the evidence I presented to the court, I won child custody for Desi, and she only got to see Desi on weekends. I even thought Mariah and her boyfriend would take their relationship to the next level, especially since they had no reason to hide anymore, but they broke up shortly after their secret was exposed. Her parents eventually found out, and they were so disappointed in her. It's been years now, and I know Desi has been telling her stories of how me and my new girlfriend are taking care of her. As for my new girlfriend, we figured we were all we had after our spouses cheated on us and broke our trust. It sounds petty to date her boyfriend's former girlfriend, but it happened, and we are so happy together. We are not in a rush to get married, and I'm glad she loves and treats Desi as her child.